June the 8th, 2025. Guys, clear morning here, central Mississippi. It is 78, humidity's 99. It feels like 88 already. It is 8:08 a.m. What we got going on is the Trump administration has had enough of the riots for the last 2 days in LA. And then yesterday it kind of spilled over into New York also. And yesterday they shut down a section of Paramount, California, down in the LA area and around the big Home Depot there. And it pretty much shut down Home Depot. Probably Saturday's one of their biggest days. But Trump has had enough. The other day I did a video where he was talking about calling up about 20,000 National Guard nationwide. But now he's saying he is deploying 2,000 to LA. Now, in a post, Leavitt, who is the spokesman for the White House, said Trump has signed a presidential memorandum that deploys 2,000 National Guardsmen to address the lawlessness that has been allowed to fester. That's how she put it. Leavitt continued to point out that the Trump administration has a zero tolerance for policy for criminal behavior. Don't blame them after we saw what BLM and Antifa did. In recent days, violent mobs have attacked ICE officers and federal law enforcement agents carrying out basic deportation operations in LA. But guys, what's happening is you got Newsom screaming against ICE. You got Karen Bass, the mayor there, screaming out against ICE. And so it's it's almost a revolt. But I think it's going to get nipped in the bud. And really, guys, I hope no one gets hurt. But this is what needs to happen. Let life go back to semi-normalcy after the 4 years of destruction that the Biden group did. And, you came here illegally, you got to go. And they're starting with the top. They're starting with the gang members. And now they're going to move this into the rioters, not just the gang members. But when they go in to get a gang member or someone that they know was involved in a riot or throwing rocks or whatever, they're going to get everyone around them. That's illegal. That's how it's been happening. They're going to check the IDs. And so yesterday, they were so stupid that the way they acted and the way they acted around the police and barricaded, burning tires in the streets there in Paramount, but is that they don't realize they're being geo-fenced. And you know what that means. That's what happened to the J6 people. That's why a lot of people went to jail that never entered into the Capitol. They were just outside and in the area. And so that geo-fence told them exactly whose cell phone was where. And everybody out there was just about on cell phones, either filming or calling in more mob members or whatever. So they're being geo-fenced. And LA and that section of Southern California is about to go through an ordeal. It's going to end up a cleansing ordeal, probably. They're going to have to take out the politicians. They need to get them out of there right now. Newsom, Karen Bass have to be removed. You got to get somebody in there that cares for the nation, cares for the taxpayer citizens, and not the illegals that are getting all of the benefits while we suffer. And Leavitt, again, White House spokesman, she called out both Newsom and Bass for completely abdicating their responsibility to protect their citizens. So you guys there that are suffering from this, you can't get down the highways, you can't get to your shops. They closed down business after business after business in the last 4 years there. Become a hellhole in many places. That may be about to get a break. And so we'll see how they react to actual enforcement, because the sheriff's department was there yesterday in LA. They put them out because it's their job to help protect federal officials. But they said that they did not carry out any enforcement situations at all. They don't do any ICE work. They don't do any of that, So the city police never showed up, LA, but the LA County, or whatever county that is, I think it is, they were there. They were basically standby mode. Now, they did control the crowd. But again, all of that has to change. And I heard Tom Homan mention yesterday, you're going to get violence if you attack our officers. And that's how Trump feels about this thing. If you got law enforcement officers being attacked, There's a new sheriff in town, L.A., and you're going to find out very quickly what's about to happen. But it needs to. Guys, think about what Newsom's done to California and people like Bass and the mayors all up and down the West Coast and the governors. All of that needs to be cleansed politically. What's happened, they've laid up and festered in a nest of lies and deceit for so many years, cheating every election to keep Pelosi and Newsom and that group in office. So that's where the people of California, you've got to stand up and make sure there's no vote cheating and no ballot harvesting, all of that. That's part of your job. But again, don't get run over. Don't let them block your car and pull you out of it and beat you to death. What good is it going to do? Why are you worried about going to court? If you're you should be worried about going to the graveyard. So don't do that. If you got to bump somebody out of the way, bump them. Don't stop. It's not worth it because you're going to be trapped and they're going to try to kill you. Now, in a post on X, Newsom described the move to deploy these 2,000 guardsmen to L.A. as being purposefully inflammatory. Now, what's inflammatory, Newsom, is you letting your people there that your little Antifa and BLM and the new Mexican BLM is what they're calling it, you're letting them run wild. That's inflammatory. And what's funny is he is saying that LA authorities are able to access law enforcement assistance at a moment's notice. Well, we just don't do it. We are in close coordination with the city and county, and what they're telling them, don't arrest anybody. Let them drain all the taxpayer money out. And maybe we can get through the midterms with a few votes. And they're destroying the taxpayers of California. Guys, I feel sorry for you. That's why so many people are moving out. But Newsom continues. He said the Guard is admirably serving L.A. throughout recovery. I guess it's talking about the fires, and they haven't done squat about the fires. Anyway, he said this is the wrong mission, and it will erode public trust. There is no public trust. None, except for the libtards. They trust each other. I think demons are like that. But that trust with the demons only lasts until the backstabbing begins. It says the Trump administration deploying thousands of guardsmen to address the chaotic riots comes as more than 40 people were arrested on Friday. I don't know about yesterday. I haven't heard. As ICE agents conducted immigration raids and carried out 4 search warrants outside of a Home Depot and 2 Ambience apparel offices. On yesterday, I watched it. Video footage on social media showed protesters throwing projectiles such as rocks at Border Patrol vehicles in Paramount, California. Now, LA, you've got a lot of businesses there, and the greatest number of businesses is your small business group. That's the same way all across the nation. But they're moving out their regional office out of LA over the city's refusal to work with ICE. If a city won't protect its people, we won't stay. It's been like that business after business after business, after Walmart, after Home Depot, after Walgreens, CVS, name it. And there's still belief that California's okay. Trump has even threatened to cut off federal funding. California replied, well, we won't send in our federal money, our tax collections to the feds. Well, I don't know how that will work out, but that's kind of the argument now. But right now, I think we're going to see the Guard moving into L.A. and a lot of ICE moving in there to prove a point. Do not attack our officers. And what they're going to find out is that a lot of people are going to be locked up. There's probably going to be a lot of head knocking going on and tear gas and who knows what. You start shooting, they're going to shoot back. And this time, I doubt the National Guard will come in there unarmed. Anyway, California's forcing the hand of the rest of the nation, and the politicians have to go. It's a beautiful place, beautiful people. Not the Democratic libtards. They're the ugliest demonic race on the face of the planet. Never seen anything. If you saw some of the videos yesterday, it was a female. I could tell that, I think. They had a bullhorn, and it was like listening to sounds from hell. You couldn't even tell what they were saying, and then I mean, again, it's a demonic area. And we talked about this, if you think about it, saying that there's spirits over certain areas of the planet. You have like a nationality or a location, a physical location. This demigod was over this area, and this one was over Persia, and this one was over this. Anyway, we've got demons in this region. It's obvious. And they're bad about sending folks to the swamp. Really bad. Maybe they should just tell Los Angeles, you can't send anybody else to Washington. No senators, no congressmen, nothing. Do you get your act together? We're not talking to you. Get them all out. And Trump, that's what you're going to have to do. We're seeing the first initial moves here. It's going to lead to the removal of a lot of people in office if they want to really straighten it out. We'll see, guys. But we're watching it. We'll see if they go back in there today, or if ICE is going to give them a day break. I don't know. But we'll watch it, and I'll let you know what I find out. It's a heads up, guys. Be safe.